Hello my friends, it is I, Republic Studs here, and welcome to my kind of new series where I'm going to tell you how to basically make your own clone troopers really inexpensively. And this does not mean like dirt cheap, and you're going to have to shop around a bit, but it's ultimately up to you how you want to do this. So I'm going to show you in this very first episode how to get your very own Lego ARF troopers at a very reasonable price. So I think we'll start with the very first one. So let's jump right into it. So first, what you're going to need for this, you're going to need an ARC Trooper body as well as their legs. And after that, you're going to want to get the CAC kit. There's this special, or not CAC, you could also use CAC, but you can also get Cape Cantina, which is a great product. I've mentioned in my videos, so look them up. And as well, they have like a cape and combo. So that it should be about $3 total. And then if you already have this, that's great too. And you also need a head, or any head, it doesn't really matter. And this ARC Trooper helmet from CAC, which runs about $4. And then I'll list the price at the end. And then also this, if you want, it's like $1, but yeah. So anyway, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to take the comma, or I don't know, I think that's what we call it. And this is gonna be the one basically the main skin in Battlefront 2. Put that on, put that on, put that on. It's pretty simple actually, and you see that. And also, it has a bit of a thing bending. So what I've seen people do is they take like the Commander Cody comma and put it over like the official Lego one, so that way it stays down, which is pretty cool. But yeah, anyway, you put the head on, and then you put the helmet on, which makes it very cool. And then you can get a pistol optional, or you'd use regular Lego pistols. And I think this guy's pretty cool, so I'm gonna get you an estimate right when I get back. So the helmet is $4, and then the cape set I believe would cost you around $3 total. So then you're at 4, 5, 6, 7. You're around $7. And then for the torso and legs, I'm going to guesstimate and say that they're around like $7. So this figure is going to run you about $14 total, maybe $15 if you include the pistol. And he looks pretty fire. I'm not going to lie. I really like this. And in the next few, I'm going to talk about a bit about how you can get cheap helmets, like even cheaper than $4. But that one specifically I bought. So this one's a fairly similar deal. I believe this is Colt. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But yeah, so what you're going to need for this is, again, the ARC Trooper torso and legs. You're also going to want 2 pistols if you want. The Cape Cantina, this is another set. I'm not exactly sure on the names, but it's pretty easy to find. Just go into their cloned sets. And this thing. And I'm going to tell you a bit of a little sneak hint in after I'm done constructing it. But anyway, obviously what you're going to want to do, like I did last time, you're going to take the comma, see this little comma, just pop that little sucker on. It is very detailed. Cape Cantina, by far the best capes, better than CAC easily, as much as I love CAC. They specialize in figures, not capes. They have a few cool ones too, but when you specialize in it, it makes it better. We have this one, because this one, he only has one per each side. The next two are going to be somewhat inaccurate, because, yeah. And then you're going to put these two on. So let's talk about prices. So for this, you're going to want the torso, which I believe I said was going to cost about like $7 if you want the torso and legs official. And then if you want to get like the pistols, then that's pretty cheap. You probably have one. And then the cape set should also be about $3 to $4. So you're already looking at about $10, excluding the helmet. The head you probably have. You take a Stormtrooper one. And then with the helmet, they do these ARC Trooper helmet blind bags. And with these are really cool, because it costs about, I believe, $6 total, I believe. And basically you get 3 ARC Trooper helmets guaranteed, and sometimes they throw in a commando. But yeah, you're gonna get 3 ARC Trooper helmets for about $6. So you're paying about half price for each, which is very good. You just don't know what you're getting. And I've gotten very lucky. I've gotten some very good ones. I have this really cool I forgot the black one, but it looks really cool. And yeah, so this guy is going to cost you a total, if you do the, assuming you get the miscolored thing, it's going to be about, $13. And maybe, if you, cut corners in some places, you could probably get it for around, the legs aren't 100% accurate, but if you cut corners in some places, you'd probably get it for around, $11, if you shop around. And obviously, this doesn't calculate shipping. You guys can do that on your own merit, but it's going to be a lot cheaper of an alternative than buying the all-out CAC figure. Okay, this is the same sort of deal. I ran out of phase 2 torsos, so I ended up using this one, but it looks pretty good. because it doesn't have the ARC Trooper look exactly, like, because I ran out of those on the other two, obviously, and it was more color accurate for them. So I believe I'm trying to recreate Blitz, but I couldn't do it exactly because these aren't his exact capes or his exact, I don't know if that's his helmet. Tell me in the comments below. It looks sort of like Boyle, not gonna lie. It might even be Boyle. I'm not 100% sure, but it also came in one of those packs. You're gonna assemble him like the last two. Use these blue capes, again, from Cape Cantina. Pop that sucker on. You're gonna wanna do this, and then you're gonna do this, and he looks very fresh. So price-wise, the torso, if you're not gonna do like the ARC Trooper torso, I'm gonna assume that's about like $1, maybe $2. Let's say $2, and then the legs are about $2. So the $4 torso, and you're getting about the helmet for me probably costs around like $2, but if you just buy the full out thing, it's gonna go $4, and then the cape set should be about $3. So this figure is gonna probably be like around $12, depending on like how you get the helmet. It could be like, and if you do the torso like I did, this torso probably 1. The legs are probably like 1 or 2. It kind of varies. But yeah, this figure is gonna cost around $10 if you do it like the way I did. Okay, so this next one is a bit of a mess. This, I believe, I don't know his name exactly. It's the yellow one. He was either the one that said 99, get out of here, or the guy who said, move it, troopers, on the double, and then they shot a rocket. But long story short, I got this figure, and I was kind of misled. I misled into thinking it was like a 327 type trooper thing, yeah, and long story short, I got the raw, it was decaled, and it was pretty crappy done, but this is like an original torso. So let's say the legs in the torso, like, they're just a regular clone torso. Let's say they didn't cost you too much. Let's say they costed you like $3. I'm going to put the numbers up on the thing. But anyway, this is a cape from the Cape Cantina. That's $1. So then we're going to put these on, and there's no way you could copy this one exactly. I wouldn't recommend it. Just buy a regular clone torso. So like between the legs and the torso, it's going to cost you about, let's say $3. And then, yeah, so instead of getting like a side cloth, since he didn't really have one, I gave him a backpack from a CEC blind bag. And then I also got the helmet from the blind bag. We got this nice Mandalorian head for some reason. We got this, and we got a nice little commando thing, so it gives him some variety. So this figure is probably the cheapest one in here, and he still looks pretty solid. I like what at least the guy did sort of with the side printing decal thing. He insisted it was printed. I was kind of misled. But yeah, so this figure probably in total is going to cost about $8, but it's a nice way to get your own ARC Trooper, and yeah. So I am just, here, I'm going to pull up all these boys now. So in total, this squad is not going to run you too much. It's probably going to run you about like maybe $40, which all things considered is very good for custom clones. I looked up the average for him. He's $25 on Clone Me Customs. I believe all of them are $25. And if you like, obviously CAC's gonna have better printing and stuff. But if you're not too keen on like 360 amazing printing like Clone Me Customs, then this is definitely your best bet. The shipping is a bit of a factor I want to talk about. So with shipping, if you're not ordering too much from Cape Cantina, it's about $150. So if you add that in and you end up buying all these, shipping's only $150, which is pretty good. And their prices are also reasonable. You use code BOBALUG promo, I believe, and you get 20% off, or 10% off. I just recently bought from them. Hopefully gonna do a haul video soon. Clone Me Customs usually is $4 shipping. Also, if you pending on what you're gonna buy with them. And then when it comes to the Lego torsos, either I'm counting on you having them, and also you could use improvise. Like with this, you'd use a Stormtrooper torso if you're not too detailed, or you could just use other things, or counting on you having those torsos. That'll save you a lot. That'll really make it a lot more worth it. And I totally recommend you get those helmet blind bags. They've been very good for me every time I've gotten it. I've yet to have a bad experience with those helmet ones. And yeah. Anyway, with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to check out the Republic Studs Trooper. I'll have a little thing on that at the end. And I will see you all in the next one. Let me know if you want to see more. Hello everyone, Republic Studs here. Just a quick reminder that we have this Republic Studs minifigure for sale. You could buy your very own Republic Studs. This is my new channel icon. So he's going to be around all the time. And you could buy your very own one for $20 if you use code RSTUDS at checkout. It's originally $25, so if you're not into discounts, I mean, it's your prerogative. But yeah, so if you want to buy this, make sure you check out the link in the description and check out the Republic Studs official minifigure, which is just insane, on brixbybrixyt.com. Use code RSTUDS. Thank you for listening to this, and yeah.